has gone completely crazy. Maybe the right could, win if they also didn't go crazy. We'll get to craziness, all over the place. First, we all rely on our cars every single day, commuting, running errands, getting the kids where they need to go, even taking a quick trip out of town. When your car isn't working, your daily tasks can't be done. And you know the feeling. You hear a strange noise, a warning light pops on. Immediately you're thinking, how expensive is this going to be? Because nobody plans for a repair bill that could cost thousands of bucks. The reality is most people spend more time trying to save a few bucks on subscriptions than they do protecting themselves from a major unexpected repair. A guy on our team went through this exact situation. His extended warranty had expired, so he started comparing coverage options. After looking at several providers, he found CarShield was about 20% less expensive than the alternatives. He signed up. He's already used the coverage. He said the process was simple and hassle-free. CarShield offers flexible month-to-month vehicle protection plans. They also include 24/7 roadside assistance, towing, and rental car options. When you need repairs, CarShield works with ACE-certified mechanics nationwide. They've been serving drivers for more than 20 years, protect more than 2 million vehicles, and maintain a 96% customer satisfaction rating. The road is calling. Make sure your car is ready to answer. Right now, CarShield is offering our listeners 20% off with the code Shapiro at carshield.com/Shapiro. Protect your vehicle from the unexpected before the first big repair bill hits. Join the millions protected by CarShield. Go to carshield.com/Shapiro and use code Shapiro right now for 20% off. That's carshield.com/Shapiro, code Shapiro for 20% off. And it seems to me that this ceasefire, again, all it really did was give the Iranians some time to rearm, maybe to get ready to shoot more of their citizens. Well, the president went on Fox News this morning. And he said, listen, the Iranian regime is on its last legs.
They're finished. But the papers, the media refuses to write it. They're finished. We can walk in there tomorrow. We could take soldiers. I don't want to have boots on the ground, but if I wanted to, we could put a small group of soldiers and take over the whole place. They're finished.
Okay, so declaring them finished is not the same thing as finishing them. That is the thing. Having a 29-point lead is not enough. You need to finish the game. You need to close it out. That's the only way to do it. The Treasury Department is ready to close it out. So Scott Bessent, the Treasury Secretary, put up what I think is a pretty meaningful tweet this morning. He said, the Iranian regime will lose the zero-sum game it is playing. Any damage it inflicts on our allies in the Gulf will be paid for with funds extracted from Iranian accounts. Any tolls paid to the Persian Gulf Strait Authority will be offset by funds extracted from their accounts. Every attack Iran launches will only deepen the economic and financial consequences it faces. So I think that buried here in this tweet is one of the things that is a solve. And that is a lot of worry about the Iranians responding to American action against, say, Kharg or South Pars oil field. That the Iranians will fire a bunch of missiles at gas and oil facilities in places like Bahrain, Kuwait, Iraq, UAE, Saudi. Right? That has been the big concern. And Bessent is saying if they do that, we will just pay them with Iranian money because we've frozen their assets. Seems like a pretty good solution to me. Meanwhile, the Iranians have been relegated to complaining about how mean the Americans are. So the Iranian foreign minister is accusing the United States of a deliberate strike on civilian water infrastructure. Water is the pulse of life, says Ismail Bakai. And the U.S. is deliberately targeting the lifeblood of the Iranian people. This is pretty rich coming from a regime that mowed down 42,000 of its own people in one weekend, essentially. As part of its aggression against Iran, the U.S. military has deliberately struck vital civilian water infrastructure in Sarik, Hormozgan, destroying 2 reservoirs with a combined capacity of 2,500 cubic meters. These facilities supply drinking water to more than 20,000 residents across 10 villages. This is not collateral damage. No, these are dual-use facilities, meaning that you are allowed by the properties of war to target infrastructure that is used to benefit the military of the opposing military. It's how you can blow up a bridge, for example. Pete Hegseth, the Secretary of Defense, he said that bombs would be dropping on key facilities. This was yesterday.
Admiral Cooper, the commander of CENTCOM, was going to be here with me. We just got done with detailed briefings. But of course, he is busy because CENTCOM, Central Command, will be busy tonight because President Trump said we will be hitting Iran hard, and we will be. Because Iran has a chance to make a good deal, a great deal, to codify what they said they've been willing to do, and they haven't been willing to do it. So as President Trump said, they've been tapping. You can see when someone's trying to tap on a deal. Instead, they're going to have tap bombs dropping on key facilities in Iran from the United States of America.
And so, again, this is the proper response to what Iran has been doing this whole time. Now, there are people who are trying to stop Trump from winning this war. And they don't like America, and they are very much in favor of America's enemies winning, just outright. Cenk Uygur is, of course, pretending that this is all about his concern about the economy. It would not matter. By the way, if inflation were at 0%, Cenk would be opposing what the United States is doing because he would like for Iran to maintain its power in the region as well as the Turkish government. He put out a tweet yesterday, economic catastrophe is next. So all the talk of Trump and Netanyahu fighting was BS as usual. We were never negotiating. We were trying to find a way around the blockade. And now that the Iranians know we're going back into the war just as Israel ordered. Again, the op that is being run by people like Cenk, being run by people like Tucker Carlson, as we'll see, is that the United States does not run the United States. Israel runs the United States. All of this is designed to generate hatred for the U.S. government. That is what it is designed to do. Hatred for President Trump. It also happens to be a lie. I'm not sure how many times the president can say over and over and over that he bosses Netanyahu around. He literally said that, not the other way around. But this is the shtick. If you've been listening to the show for a while, you've probably heard me talk about balance of nature. If you're sitting there thinking, okay, Ben, you mentioned this company a lot. What's the real story? So here's the real story. First of all, we genuinely like balance of nature here at the Daily Wire. It's a regular part of my routine. It's become popular around the office as well. People are using it because it feels healthier when you use it. It's pretty simple. Most of us know we should be getting more fruit, veggies, fiber, whole food ingredients into our daily lives. The problem is that real life gets in the way. You wake up with the best of intentions, and then you have meetings and deadlines and kids. That's why I appreciate products that make it easier to stay consistent. Balance of Nature's whole health system is made from real fruits, veggies, spices, fiber. I'll tell you something else. They're freeze-dried snacks. They're excellent. They're convenient. Kids love them. They don't make a mess. In fact, later this month, I'll be sitting down with Dr. Howard. He's the founder of Balance of Nature. I'm looking forward to asking him about why he started the company and the philosophy behind the products. If you've heard me talk about Balance of Nature before, but you haven't checked them out yet, go take a look. Trust me. Visit balanceofnature.com today. Subscribe to the whole health system to get an additional 10% off your subscription with promo code Shapiro. That's balanceofnature.com, promo code Shapiro. Again, the mainstream left does this too. Hakeem Jeffries, the wannabe speaker and the House Minority Leader, back in March, he was doing the sort of, why can't we spend more money on programs here at home instead of dropping bombs, which is the dumbest form of politics? It turns out we spend trillions a year on the American people. By the American people, I mean a bunch of people supported by various government programs. Here's Hakeem Jeffries doing this routine back in March.
The administration has not even made the case to the American people as to why we are spending billions of dollars and dropping bombs every day in Iran, while at the same period of time doing nothing about the affordability crisis, which Donald Trump continues to insist is a hoax. It's not a hoax. I travel the country. People are struggling throughout America to achieve the American dream. Many people have understandably concluded it is out of reach and we have to restore it. And instead, you've got the administration without any plan, any objective, any exit strategy has gotten us into this reckless war of choice in the Middle East. So the notion that they would come up here and ask for additional money is beyond the pale at this moment.
Yes, again, this has been the Democrat line, the left-wing line. I have to say that actually somehow Hakeem Jeffries and Cenk Uygur, in some weird way, have become less America-hating than Tucker Carlson. I don't know what else to say about this. Tucker Carlson, literally last night, he's not just saying that it was a mistake to go into the war with Iran because of economic consequences or because of mistaken geopolitics. He is literally rooting for Iran. He's literally rooting for the Iranian regime. Tucker Carlson. This dude is so far gone, it's insane.
And the rest of the world is watching this in horror, and no one's doing anything about it. The United States is abetting it. The United States is helping it happen, despite what they tell you. Those are American weapons and weapon systems being used to murder Christians in Lebanon. Who is doing something about it? Iran. Hate to say that. Wish that weren't true. Wish it didn't fall to Iran to do something about this, but it has, and they are. And they're doing more about this than any other country, including ours, including any of the Gulf states. Sorry. Because they are tying the reopening of the strait, which the world wants, to an end to Israeli bombing and murder in Lebanon. So in the eyes of the region, whatever people hate about Iran, and there's a lot that the Arabs hate about Iran, they are uniquely standing up for the Palestinians.
I love that Tucker is just discovering that the Palestinians and the Iranians are in cahoots together. Yeah, that would be the entire problem, my dude. But it isn't because he's on the side of Iran. I mean, again, I don't have to say it. He's now just saying the thing. It's pretty incredible. Marjorie Taylor Greene did the same thing on CNN last night. She's calling Trump a traitor and also obviously invoking Epstein because this is her shtick.
They're traitors. The ones that refuse to release the Epstein files want to cover up for pedophiles and rapists and all sorts of disgusting things in these files. Those are the traitors to the American people, and they should be ashamed of themselves.
This report basically says it was the president who didn't want anything released. Are you saying that applies to the president himself?
I'm saying exactly that. He told me on the phone that his friends would get hurt, and that's why he's against releasing the Epstein files. And I think we've seen a lot of that dribble out. So, yeah, it all matches.
Again, the two online right, my goodness. And they're just siding with the very online left. Yeah, the president is going to have to overcome not only the Iranian military and government, he's going to have to overcome people who legitimately dislike America here at home.
So what would a migraine attack sound like on a saxophone?
That's pretty good.
So what are we doing here?
So today I have practiced with my jazz ensemble.
How have migraine attacks affected your ability to play?
Wow. The pressure of me blowing the air into this instrument, it just makes the pain even more intense. So it's horrible. I was 19 when I had my first migraine attack. It will start in my right eye of like a deep throbbing pain, and it just cruises around the entire back of my head until it lands in the left eye. And then from there, it's just like my whole head is just pounding.
Do you have Ubrelvy with you right now?
I never leave without Ubrelvy. I am so thankful that I found Ubrelvy.
What are your early signs of a migraine attack that come before head pain?
I experience light sensitivity. I have a lot of pain in my neck. When I do have the early signs, I can take my Ubrelvy. If someone is out there that is suffering from a migraine attack, I would highly suggest that they speak with their doctor about trying Ubrelvy.
What is Ubrelvy? Ubrogepant. Ubrelvy is a prescription medicine used for the acute treatment of migraine attacks with or without aura in adults. Ubrelvy is not used to prevent migraine headaches. Important safety information. Do not take Ubrelvy if you are taking medicines known as strong CYP3A4 inhibitors, such as ketoconazole, clarithromycin, or itraconazole, or if you are allergic to Ubrelvy or any of its ingredients. Before taking Ubrelvy, tell your healthcare provider about all your medical conditions, including if you have high blood pressure, have circulation problems in your fingers and toes, have liver problems, have kidney problems, are pregnant or plan to become pregnant, are breastfeeding or plan to breastfeed. Tell your healthcare provider about all the medicines you take, including prescription and over-the-counter medicines, vitamins, and herbal supplements. Your healthcare provider can tell you if it is safe to take Ubrelvy with other medicines. Ubrelvy may cause serious side effects, including allergic reactions. Most reactions happened within hours after taking Ubrelvy and were not serious. Some reactions may occur days after taking Ubrelvy. Call your healthcare provider or get emergency help right away if you have swelling of the face, mouth, tongue, or throat, or trouble breathing. High blood pressure. New or worsening of high blood pressure can happen. Contact your healthcare provider if you have an increase in blood pressure. Raynaud's phenomenon. A type of circulation problem can worsen or happen. Raynaud's phenomenon can lead to your fingers or toes feeling numb, cool, or painful, or changing color from pale to blue to red. Contact your healthcare provider if these symptoms occur. The most common side effects of Ubrelvy are nausea, 4%, and sleepiness, 3%. These are not all of the possible side effects of Ubrelvy. You are encouraged to report negative side effects of prescription drugs to the FDA. Visit www.fda.gov/medwatch or call 1-800-FDA-1088. If you are having difficulty paying for your medicine, AbbVie may be able to help. Visit abbvie.com/patient access support to learn more. Please see full patient information at ubrelvy.com or visit rxabv.com/pdf/ubrelvy_pil.pdf.
Maître Macature, Mésidor. Alors, et rapidement, Esaü m'a voué là, et téléphone, et Maître Macature, Mésidor, et puis, wa fait contact avec lui rapidement, donc, et ce téléphone Haïti, et justement, donc, député permettre à tout, m'a voué téléphone Haïti pour rapidement, donc, et Baou, ou arrêter, donc, Maître Macature, Mésidor. Alors, et depuis rapidement, moi, vous Baou, donc, numéro de téléphone, Maître Macature, Mésidor, ou mettre l'île, donc, et ou mettre l'île, donc, je pense que c'est la plus facile, justement, parce que là, vous êtes capable de comprendre que, vous êtes capable de comprendre que, de communication, donc, pas facile. Alors, et depuis le matin à tout, moi, vous numéro de téléphone à Baou, donc, et, bah, on est sous capable de relire Maître Macature, Mésidor avec Esaü, ok, qui vraiment, donc, je dis, et un peu difficile pour nous parler avec lui, parce que, et là, communication pas facile avec Maître Macature Mésidor, donc sous WhatsApp. On essaie pour nous, étant pris Maître Macature Mésidor, et Maître, et en fait, et député permanent à tout, essayez pour nous, s'il vous plaît. Ok, là, nous gagnons Maître Macature Mésidor qui pratiquement donc retourner. Oui, mais, on allait, oui, Maître Mésidor, et bah, là, difficile, bah, là, pas possible, on allait pour nous, et oui, Maître Macature, et communication pas facile. En tout cas, Maître Macature Mésidor, les députés permettent à tout, les députés et permettent à tout, et les députés permettent à tout. Les Maître Macature Mésidor pour nous, et pour nous capable de finir avec rubrique que ça nous connaît, donc sous question et Douamoun. Donc, et Babas, on a les, et m'a pour numéro pour rapidement, donc Babas, soit relé Maître Macature Mésidor pour nous, ok, pour nous capable de finir avec rubrique ça rapidement, ça nous connaît sous question et Douamoun, je dis dans l'émission Martin Débat. Donc, nous allons regarder, et ça veut dire, et symbole vêtier là qui est retiré sous maillot sélection, et qui, ça veut dire, comment ça fait arriver, et est-ce que c'est Haïti seulement, donc, qui, dans cette situation, ça, aucun allé, mais